Hi everyone, welcome to Sharks Fan TV with your man Humphrey. Here out here in the sun, it's a bit chilly inside. I decided to come out, just enjoy the sun. I was reflecting on my skin, but yeah, it's one of those you don't get a lot in winter, so I'm enjoying it. I don't know about you guys, but we're here, Sharks Fan TV, guys. Where we're keeping it black and white and nothing else matters. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for watching these videos, supporting the guy. Keep supporting, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Before we get into it, I just want to tell you what we're going to speak about. We're going to speak a little bit about last game. I see we're on round 7 of the Carling Curry Cup, but we've only played 3 games, so the other 3 were cancelled. Lions, Pumas, and Bulls. The games were cancelled, but the log reads that we've played 6 games, and this is our 7th game. And we all know why it was cancelled, because of the unrest that was happening in the previous week. But enough about that. Also, we're going to look at the next game, the preview. Tafel Griquas, we're welcoming them at the Shark Tank. Want to see if we can gain some more points. Previously, when we went against Cheetahs last game, we actually headed the log, but yesterday Bulls beat Western Province in Cape Town, and they are top of the log, having played 7 games. It seems, but obviously, like I mentioned, some games were cancelled, and we're on second position, having played 6 games. So if we win this game, we might just lead the log again in the Curry Cup. And this is the second round of the Curry Cup. Remember, we're playing home and away these teams. So we're gonna check how we performed the previous game against Griquas. It was our first game. We won actually there in Mbombela, and then now we are in the Shark Tank. But yeah, said much. Let's talk about the previous game, where we won 47-30, sorry, against Cheetahs at Free State Stadium. Grant Williams scoring 2 tries there. Anthony Folmink also dotting in for our second try. Grant Williams opened up. Werner Koch as well in there. And the last one was a big maul that was dotted down actually by a hooker. And, it was a fascinating game. For me, I think Tahir Abrams and Anthony Folmink actually stood up in that game. Watch them. I really like how we are controlling that game. I really like how we went through that game. We saw Rowan Pina actually on his Springbok heydays. I think for him, that was some of his best game he did. Roscoe Speckman, how about that try, the first try? He almost went out of the stadium. And then the second try he scored, blinding everyone, including Anthony Folmink, who is our fastest. But I'm gonna major slightly on Tahir Abrams. I think this guy has earned a starting spot. I think either he starts on the open side, the likes of Sbu Nkosi, or if he starts on the blind side, Makazole Mapimpi, these guys will actually have a run for their money, but he will be very vital. And if he stays fit, I think many teams will be looking for him. But we're glad that to keep him. People are calling him the new Cheslin Colby because also of his head what is it called? The helmet there. But I think it's actually a nice player, and I like to see him. Speaking about nice players, Grant Williams again scoring 2 tries against Cheetahs, very tough opponents, and but he performed. I like to say that we have really good scrum halves. We have Sanele Nohamba, we have Hendrickse, and now Grant Williams. All 3 are young, less than 23 years old. I think Nohamba is 22, and just followed by Jaden Hendrickse. But I think we really have good scrum halves. We just need that bit of quality from them. Nohamba is very composed, very, very technical, and he has such a talent. And Grant Williams is a guy who likes to do things accurately, so he takes his time. His kicking game is a bit slow there, but he really wants to take his time so that he gets the right ball out there, especially when kicking up and unders or passing through. He's good support, like you saw in his second try, where he ran and supported the players there, and then went into the try line, scoring it. But Jaden Hendrickse, a bit of a hothead, but he really likes fast game. So if you're a player who likes water breaks, don't play with Jaden Hendrickse, because he really likes to hasten the game. But we have very special talent in the scrum half position. I'm happy with that. And I was looking actually at even Marna Sport Hitter, just special mention to him. He really played really well in that game. Very good runs that he made in those games. Now I'm just looking at the comments that our friend Jaku always writes, and he said that with the game, I'm just retrieving it. Apologies for just taking some time here. Here we go. He said that what a performance from the guys under the circumstances. Almost put 50 on start. Benta Puai, Edward Kita, and Grebrand Krobler just confirmed as new signings. Jaco, I agree with you. These guys, 47 points. We all, of course, our fly half, Corin Bosch, actually scored some of the points. We scored many penalties as well, with including the conversions, but almost scored 50 against Cheetahs. That was a really, really special game as well. I think they're going to remember it, especially also our captain Pepsi, the way he got just conducted. And I like how these guys are now finishing 80 minutes. They don't want, we want that kind of play. We want those kind of players who can finish 80 on full gas, all the time, just going. And it shows that these players are fit and ready to go. I saw that they were announced on Twitter. Including the another player as well. Just lost his name there. I saw him adding a stone to the Sharks. I'm waiting for these three also to add their stones in the memorial and the Sharks memorial. It's kind of customary that you put your stone there, showing that you're part of the Sharks family. So I'm just waiting for Edward Kita, and we're playing Kita's former team, Griquas. I want to see how he will perform against that. He comes in probably outside center or number 14 there. He can play as well. So making a run for the money for people like Lucanio Marius Lowe, Jeremy Ward is really adding competition there. And I like how the Sharks are doing in this market, let's call it transfer. It's still an open market. Remember, we're preparing for the URC, the United Rugby Championships, Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere teams, and possibly we can play in the Heineken Cup, almost called the Champions League of rugby. So if we get those top 6 positions in the rugby championships, but we really want to win that tournament. It's the inaugural tournament, and if we win, that's a bit of history for them. So Reprand Krobler, I think, is just adding strength to the pack. He's, if I'm not mistaken, but you can correct me in the comments below, he adds a bit of flank tenacity in the flanks. So people like Boli, even Sia Kolisi will get some competition. He's a very experienced guy, comes from France, and he's an export in France, and then we're bringing him back, and let's see how he performs. But this adds a bit of depth in the squad. Remember, our team is very young. We're looking at people like Henko Fenter, who are less than 26 years old, in the flank position. The only experienced guy there I can call is someone like Reniel Hugo, who's 29, turning 30. So those are experienced there. Sia Kolisi as well is experienced, Bok experienced, but we need more experience in that young squad. We went into the last Curry Cup finals with Bulls with a fairly young squad, playing with the likes of, Morne Stein. The guy is 37 there, so we need a bit of experience, but I'm encouraged by the youth we are signing, and let's see how it goes. All right, so right now let's kick into the starting 15. A bit of news there before we go in. Some players were released at the beginning of the week, especially since the Springbok played their last game. Just mentioning about that, I hope you enjoyed despite the 22-17 loss. I hope you enjoyed the game. Seeing 4 of our Springboks started that team. I'll say 5 because Bongi Monambi is actually coming this September to the Sharks. But I hope you enjoyed it. I saw that hit that Lucanio Am made. It was a really good one that you can caption it, and But they released some players. They released 10 players, 3 of them from Sharks. Fez Mbata was part of the squad. I wasn't aware. I think they just added a late addition to him. Fez Mbata was part of the squad. Sanele Nohamba and Yao Peng, actually, those are the 3 guys from the Sharks who are released back to the squad. And we have now some addition to the Curry Cup squad. They bring back a lot of experience from the camp, and this is what Sean Everett had to say. This is what Sean Everett was saying, that he has largely stuck with the same team that performed well in the previous weeks, but now he has some experience coming into the team, and straight away we'll see in the starting 15 he's really changed and added the guys that we actually needed. So here's our starting 15, and let me know what you think about it in the comment sections below. We will start with Ntutuko Mchunu and Lawrence Andrese in prop. Kieran Van Vuren comes back to the hooker position. Then we have Leroux Roots and Reniel Hugo. I just mentioned him in the second row. James Fenter and Mpilo Gumede start in the flank position. Pepsi is our captain at 8th man. Scrum half is Sanele Nohamba, comes in for Grant Williams. Still, Jaden Hendrickse hasn't seen the light of day in the starting 15. I don't know what's happening there, but ever since that red card in the friendly against the Lions, British and Irish Lions, he hasn't come back to the team yet. Cohen Bosch continues in his 10th position. And then we have Takir Abrams in the blind side. And then Yao Peng comes back in the open side. We'll see Anthony where he goes. Then our centers will be Mari Costa and Werner Koch. Koch actually played really nice, scored a try against Cheetahs. Continuing his form into this game. And then Anthony Formink jumps into the fullback position. Replacements will be Dan Euster, Mzamu Majola, Vierne Herbst, Tembalani Boli, Henko Fenter, Jaden Hendrickse, Lionel Cronier, and Jeremy Ward. Jeremy Ward still keeping the bench. We'll see Marius Lowe as well is not part of the squad. But those are the centers. We starting with Mari Costa and Werner Koch in the center position. I will think Jeremy Ward will just come in the second half and continue boosting that back line. But once again, let me just go through the starting 15. Ntutuko Mchunu, Kieran Van Vuren, Lawrence Andrese, Leroux Roots, Reniel Hugo, James Fenter, Mpilo Gumede, Pepsi Butelezi, Sanele Nohamba, Corin Bosch, Takir Abrams, Mari Costa, Werner Koch, Yao Peng, Benke Anthony Folmink as our fullback. So let me know what you guys think of our starting 15. Let me know what will be predicted scoreline against Griquas. It's not an easy job, but we know we like playing against Griquas. Previously, like I said, we opened the tournament with them, the Curry Cup tournament with them, and the result actually was, let me just get it to you. Where are we? We won 30-28. That was our first game that we won against Griquas. So actually it was 30-16. Sorry, not 30-28. It was 30-16 against Tafel. Griquas, our opening match. So this one also will be an exciting game. I can't wait to see it. Let me know if you're watching, where you're watching it from. And yeah, it's been Sharks Fan TV. I'll see you guys. Also today, remember, we having the Springboks second test against British and Irish Lions. Sia Kolisi Lucanio Army starting. So after the game at 2 o'clock, go on and cheer the boys in the Springboks. That is what they are fighting for, and let's see if they can take the series. They are 1-0 down out of 3. Let's see if they can come back and replicate the 2009 success of the Springbok versus British and Irish Lions. Otherwise, guys, keep it black and white, and nothing else matters. Enjoy all the games this weekend. Enjoy the rest of the weekend as well, and I will see you in the next one.